Hello and welcome back to Die for the Lich. Right, so we have had a small update in the demo and Dante has been changed. Not exactly how, but the ability now seems to be grave reroll. I'm not sure what it is. Let's have a look. Dun 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 dun. Cross dagger, critical, can roll a single bone die. I think, did the cross dagger used to be 5 damage? Could be. Old Bible does seem to have more block. Draw once from the discard back. Sure. We do seem to have 25 health still. A bonus trinket that subtracts 1 from the counter. If there's a bone in your tray, destroy it to reroll a die. Okay, I kind of like the die as they were. I kinda did like the die as the bones as they were. Wow, we start with a D12, D20. I mean, I say sure, or I wanted to say sure, but these things, 5 and 6, a D20 is not exactly the best for that, is it? But I don't really care too much about prediction, so I'm gonna go for the D20. Who knows? It will come in handy. Doesn't really matter where we go, does it? We'll go to the middle one. There we go. We got ourselves a white lady. Hello. Alright, so... sure. Can roll a single bone die. Oh, these are bone dice! Okay, gotcha. Let's see what we can do. That's a 2. Give me a 3. Nice! So we can do this one. And get a 10. So what does this do? Subtract 1 from the counter or reroll something. I don't know if it's smart to reroll this, because I think it might break the roll. Sure, let's do the smack. We will need some blocking. Sure. Heck. Sure. But that's okay. Subtracting 1 is also fine. So what did we get? We got something. We block, we end the turn, and we don't get any damage. Exactly as it is all planned. Let's see if we can do another... Ooh, so many dice. We'll do this, because if it's a 6... Oh. If it's a 6, we could have... Oh, what a pro! There we go, boom. Exactly as much as we need. Alright, that is more or less the most we can do in that fight. 870 points. I am happy with that. Let's see what we get in the chest. What do we even want? Lucky die, always rolls what you need. Well, that's an obvious choice, isn't it? That's a D8 that always rolls what we want. I like it. Is this better than what we have? Wait, is this better than what we have? Yes, please. With a critical state, it can roll a d20, which we have. Which we actually have. A Blood Moon. So Blood Moon has been changed. 3 stacks left. Overkill will heal this character. Wait. What? Wait, so if we overkill you, you'll be healed? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy to critical. And see if we can get 18, I guess, damage. Sure. We will try the D8. Okay. So we can either take the 6 damage, or we can try to roll a 1. I mean, we're good at rolling 1s, right? Nope, we're not. We'll try again. We'll try again. Okay, I guess we stick to the 6 damage. Why don't we? So they no longer heal after every turn, so that's a good thing. Let's see if we can smack that guy. I mean, we can smack that guy. Okay, so well, this guy's never gonna happen. I think what I'm gonna do is go for some block. Hopefully he will actually be a 4. Nice, because then we block everything. There we go. We block it all. We can try a d20 on that, but what are the odds? What are the odds? We're gonna save the d20 for the rusty hammer. And hopefully get a good amount of damage. So once again, we're going to start with the Rusty Hammer, which means we're going to roll that guy, because it should be a 7, right? Yeah, there we go. So you can roll D20. Get 19, but this will make it 18, so that's not an overkill. Boom! Perfect! Oh, yeah. Love it. Let's see what we can do with this guy. We need to do 8 damage, but not more. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can... Okay, that's not exactly great. Guys, it's getting worse. Field roll. We still do want to block. Okay, you know what? Let's roll this guy. Do some damage. Get a block going. Perfect. Apparently, perfect. Sure. End the turn. Nothing more we can do. We block it all. And then we need 5 damage, which you should assume that's... Wait. No, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Boom. Take that. Pro. Absolutely pro. Almost level up, by the way. And that's a good amount of score. Love it. And we get a chest. I'm not sure what we want from the chest. To be fair. Baba Yaga's Finger. Reroll an object from the board. Silver Star. Draw 3 objects from your bag. That's insane as well. Reroll an object from the... I think I'll go for the Silver Star. Do we go for the Silver Star? Reroll an object from the board. Let's just go for that guy. It's rare. It should be... Wait, that was an elite fight. Ooh, yeah. Let's go for a random battle. Because more battles, more good. I don't really care about bones. I mean, bones aren't bad, but aren't that really good either. Let's go for 6. That's a 5. Go for a 2. Give me 2. Yes. Okay, that means we can reroll this guy, or roll that guy. Look at that. Look at the damage. Boom. Take that. Then we do this guy. And we do this guy. Pop, 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 pom. And the battle is already over. Blink and you miss it. We leveled up. So many points. Wow. What do we want? On health loss, gained blood drop with the same value. Blood drop adds value to the counter and destroys itself. Eye patch. You can reroll once on the board. Ooh. I mean, obviously we prefer not to lose health. Sure, we'll go for the reroll once. I think that's good to have for me. Wow, that's amazing. 2 lucky dice. That is pretty sick, I dare say. 24 blood! What do you mean 24 blood? Now that's been changed. There's no healing directly afterwards, and the healing is locked behind an elite battle. So that's not the most optimal. Has the bloodsword been changed? Critical can roll any die but deals 1 damage. Critical is your current health. So the effect hasn't changed, but the price most definitely has changed. That does mean, however, we can do like up to 24 damage relatively easy if we would take this guy. The problem is we need to have enough block so we do not take any damage at all. And we don't heal. We don't heal. So I don't think we do this. Dang it. I don't like the price change. I do not like that price change. Just go for another elite battle. Blood Moon, which means 27 is what we need to do. And we need to attack this guy first. We do have the D20 again, so we can... Ooh, do we risk a D10? I think we can. See? And then this will roll a 4 for us. Then we roll this guy. 22. Dang. That means we can potentially actually get a kill already. We will take some damage then. Okay. Sure. Yeah, no, we're just gonna kill this guy. And unfortunately, yeah, as I said, we will take some damage. This is no point. Roll an object from board. Can we roll the finger? Give him the finger. There we go. 3 damage. This is the first damage we take, but I do believe we are doing absolutely fantastic. So, create a bone and place it in the tray and roll it from the tray. Sure. Let's get some bones going. Because it can be pretty decent. Yeah, that's what I mean. Boop and boop. Oh, we don't have a D20. Whoops. That's okay. Let's try 6. 38. Heck. Let's reroll this guy, I suppose. Oh, yeah. What does it do in critical? Can roll a single bone die. We do not have a bone die. Can we reroll you? Oh, we can reroll once, but that's not a good thing right now. Because then it will overcrit. So we're just gonna go for this, which unfortunately means we take more damage. I didn't think of that. We should just block the damage, because I'm sure next turn we can get the kill anyway, even if we didn't do this damage. So, How smart are lucky dice? Because I need a 3. I need a 3. I do not need a 5. I need a 3. Always rolls what you need. I need a 3. That's a 5. I knew it. I knew it. That's not a lucky die. That's an unlucky die. Can I cancel? I cannot cancel an attack. So how much do you heal for? Do you heal to full? Oh, you heal 2. That's not that bad. Give me a 2. That's a 3. Do you get to 1 health then? I have no idea. Yes. That's fine, because the stacks are running out. Let's go for a gruel 6. Yeah, there we go. Your turn, doggo. Your turn. Okay, so we can do 2 attacks, or we can just roll a 1. And we should be pretty good at rolling a 1. There we go. 1 damage. That guy's finally gone. Okay, it could have been better. I'll tell you that. It could have been better, but still, good score. 100%. Alright, chest. I guess we could do it with a better shield. It's not a shield. But then if greed, whenever it's drawn from your bag increases well. I don't really care. Can you sell stuff? Because I've never really tried to sell stuff. Wait. Value as in added to your weapons. Okay. Predict a random dice roll inside your tray. Yeah, sure. We'll give it a go. At least we can see what it does then. Die for health. Honestly, not sure if we care about that. I am not sure if we care about that. We probably should though. We probably should. Then again, there's another heal coming up. Let's just go weapon chest. Oh, whoops. Great. Blackwall critical costs 2 stacks of draw on a random enemy. Okay. Do we prefer that over that guy? I think we do. I think we do. And that we do. So we can make a beautiful die, or we can do a battle. What we can do. No, we cannot. Never mind. I was gonna say we can make the D20 a lucky die, but we can't because it's already a special die, so that doesn't work. That's not how it works. We can maybe make our D10 a lucky die. Sure, let's have a look. Because I think we had a regular D10, so we can turn the D4 into a D10. I think that's probably not the worst. Sure, we'll do that. What does ladder do again? Draw once from your back. Okay, sure. There we go. Should be a D10 a lucky die. And indeed it is. Great. Always rolls what you need. Well, that's not entirely true now, is it? Cursed Offering. Oh, but it's gonna be a good shield. Tenacious Targe. Gain 1 stack of steady armor. Steady armor. Keep armor at the beginning of the turn. Sounds cool, but 3 block is not a lot. Great Axe. Hit adjacent enemies for half the damage. Mark of the Eye. Can reroll once on the board. That's a nice one. I think I will take that instead of the dagger. Cross dagger. Because we do have some... Oh, heck yeah, I forgot about that. We do have some high rollers. Can only roll... What? Dice bound curse times 6. Can only roll dice. Oh, like that. Don't care about the shop. Thank you very much. I guess we don't really care about the dice fusion either. Sure. We're gonna go for this battle because then we still have the choice afterwards. And that is a skeleton bishop with a lot of health. We're gonna try for this guy. Because we want to try and get rid of the curse. Give me a 6. Oh. And actually was a 6. Doesn't really matter because the crit isn't exactly doing much. But we will still smack. And you're not going to attack. So we're gonna see what we can do with this fella. Why did you make the sound? Why did you make the sound? Why are you making sound? Can we reroll? What? Well, how do we... We didn't have a 1. I don't know what happened. Whatever. Smack him on the nose. If he even has a nose. And he went to turn. At the end of your turn, take 3 damage for each bone in your tray. Okay, so we try to get rid of the bones. So this will roll exactly what we want. So let's first roll that, and then you will roll exactly what we want. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. There we go. Yeah, let's just get the kill, I guess. So whenever it's drawn. So it has been drawn, which is great. We just need 3 damage. That's not 3 damage. You're 1 currently, so boom. Boom. Nice, okay. Unfortunately, the curse will... Wait, will it stay? No, it did not stay. Nice. That's a lot of score, by the way. Absolutely. I think I will go for the elite because we're doing great. A D4 that subtracts from your counter. I don't think I want that. But I also don't want that. It doesn't matter. We can take the coin. Because there's no shop coming up anymore anyway. Oh. But this guy is pretty good at that. If we go for that guy. Pow, 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 pow. That's what it does. That's not bad. So we go for this guy first. Then we... so if you get a 4... That's a 1. If you get a 3 or 4... Okay, so you will now get us to 12. Which means we're gonna smack you. Boom, boom. Good damage. Good damage. This is not gonna be a lot of damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oof, 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 oof. We can block 1 if we want. I'm not gonna bother blocking. I'm not gonna bother blocking. Might not have been the smartest. And them all being Blood Moon is kinda nasty, actually. But we'll see what we can do. Oh no, look at that damage. Holy moly. We're gonna have to go for the axe again. Can reroll once on the board. Well, yeah. Let's just not get once. Do we try the D20? Yeah. Oh, decent. The problem is, though... The problem is... that we can get a kill on that guy. That's probably a smart thing to do, right? Yeah. So you can also do some blocking, because we got plenty of stuff to also do a block with. Let's get this guy going. That's not the best, buddy. So you want to keep some blocking. Oh, wait. We can reroll that. Wait, we can reroll that. 5. I guess I'd rather add a 3. Can we turn this into a 3? How come we can just keep rerolling? Because of the bones in the tray. Whoops. Goodbye, bones. So we can add some stuff. That means we can turn it into a 9. Which means we can kill that guy, which is absolutely very valuable. Great. Level up. We need to block for 7. Which we have the chance to do. In fact, we do block for 7. Cast 2 stacks of draw on a random enemy. Ah, okay. Gotcha. That's exactly as much block as we need. That's perfect, so we shouldn't really take much damage anymore. So we got a 3 damage and a 16 damage. So we do have a lot of damage on that guy. You're gonna go and become a 3. As I said, thank you very much. This guy. So we first of all need to get it to a critical value, which, you know, is easy. We do it like that. Then roll the d20 and see what we end up with. That's too much. Put it back, it's too much. Do we reroll this fella? I think we will reroll the fella. 17! Oh shoot, but then the bonus gone. We can still reroll it again. I think we should. Because... Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do. I think we should just smack. There we go, heals for 1. We'll do some blocking. I get a bone die police. That's 2. Let's add the coin. That's 3. Alright, there we go. No damage for us. End the turn. Do you... Nothing. Did we level again? Yeah, we did level. We need 1 damage. Which is easy. There we go, 1 damage. Boop. Great. That's an elite fight, actually. That should be a good amount of points. Could have been more optimal. Whoa, that is a lot of points. Man, if only this was the daily run. We should have done a daily run. Create a ghost D4 on your tray when you hurt an enemy. Gain 1 armor on rolling once with a die. So there's not... Not bad. They're both not bad. I think I will go for this guy. Get a bit more defense. Get a bit more defense for me. Bam. What are you? Khan's Ring. Trigger critical state if not in failed state. Predict a random... That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll take it. Die for health. I think we should do this. We can go for... We can maybe even go for 8. We don't use those D8s that often. Sure, we'll go for 8. Bam. Good yield for 20. Good yield for 20, but we should not. Alright, boss battle. Boss battle. It's the same boss as always. This has changed. Add 1 to current attack when you roll a d4. Yeah, no, that's still the same. We should be able to do a good bunch of damage. This great axe will be used on the middle guy. Please give me a 2 or higher. No, you think... Oh, no, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. There we go. That's 12. Why are you... Oh, we can reroll you. Sure. We can reroll you again. There we go. 40 damage. Yeah. I think we will not use that. I think we do have 2 block. Actually, that's pretty nice. I don't want to use my d20 actually. I think we'll just end the turn. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. He's gonna block up, what I'm not happy about. But that's the way it is. I assume that if we use this guy, hit adjacent enemies for half the damage. The block isn't gonna hack us over there. At least that's my hope. So a 6. Perfect. Let's get it perfect once again. There we go. We can add 4, which makes this a 16. Which should, hopefully, I really hope the block's not gonna mess it up. Yes! Oh, that is amazing! That is absolutely amazing. So you are going to hit for 6, but we can do this. We can roll 1. That's not what I meant, but sure. Gives us some block, that's fine as well. Okay, then we do turn it into a critical state. That's fine. And we roll d20. It's not the best, but at least we got a 8, which we can hopefully... Yes, use our block. Perfect. That was a good turn. That was an absolutely amazing turn. Armor lost makes sense. We don't have the d20, so it's probably better to use the great axe. And see what we can do. Let's get some bones in the tray, because why not? That's a good roll. That's also not bad. We can add this guy, add that guy, have a crit. Yeah, that doesn't really do much for us though, be the crit, but it's the most of damage we can do. And that is nice. Sure, let's get some extra. Let's get some extra, I said. Sure, let's reroll with the die. Oh, okay, 6 damage, nice. Good chance we can get a kill on the next turn. He is going to do this thing. When hurt, discard an object from the tray. Ooh, not a fan on that. Let's see what we can do. Get the 8 in. Nice. We can do a 6, because we can reroll if needed. We can do a 4, because we can reroll if needed. Nice. We can add 1 more damage, but it's not that useful. I think I will... Do we block something, or do we do some extra damage? Because we can take it. We can take the damage. No, let's just block. Considering we're gonna have to do another turn anyway, so we might as well block. Make it a bit more safe. Okay, well, this is obviously going to be a kill. So we're gonna actually do this guy, see how much damage you can do with this. Let's get the 4 in first. Then we'll do the 8. Oh. No, that's fine. Then we do this guy. Somehow, it was exactly 9. This is good, but it wasn't exactly the best. Bam. 13,830. I have no idea what to score. That's a new high score for me, though. That's nice. Nice. Ooh, Legendary Mace unlocked. Stuns your target on crit. That sounds pretty insane. That sounds really good. Lucky die 10, that is really nice as well. And we got a rabbit foot. Reroll an object from the board with tremendous luck. Nice. And there we go. That has been the new Dante. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, feel free to like the video. Maybe subscribe if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you in the next one again. Thanks for watching. Bye.